Hi, and welcome to the show, or welcome back to the show, as the case may be. Well, today, because the American healthcare system is so infamous, I thought I'd share a personal story that happened to me last week to illustrate how the American healthcare system can work. But if you're a visitor to this country without insurance, don't expect it to be like this for you. And if you'd like to support the channel, or even if you wouldn't like to support the channel, hey, you clicked, might as well click a couple of more times. After all, in a couple of more months, it'll be vistas of Southeast Asia. They're going to be beautiful, and I wouldn't want you to miss anything. So last week, I found myself in the unenviable position of needing medical care. I got very ill, and the first night I was supposed to work, I worked, and it wasn't too bad. The next night, though, I was feeling really bad and called out of work. And so Friday, I was ready not to work at all. I was in excruciating pain. In fact, it's unspeakable symptoms, but unspeakable because I don't want to talk about them any more than you want to hear about them. But I made a visit to the emergency room because it was a weekend, that's when I work. So I arrived around 12:15 and was seen promptly. Was checked my vitals and interviewed with the staff. Around 1 p.m., I was seen by the triage doctor and was probed and got more information. Just after that, I was moved to the patient area where I was put on a gurney in the hallway, the place I'd get to know quite well. By the way, there was about 35 beds in the ER, and as far as I could tell, most all were occupied, at least I hope so, considering where I was stored. So during this time, a very young nurse came to give me an IV and labs, and basically he blew out my vein on the first attempt, so it wasn't very encouraging. It was around 2 p.m. I saw the supervising doctor, who said he thought I might have diverticulitis or colitis. And around 3 p.m. I went for x-rays. 3 hours later, they informed me that my labs weren't very reliable and wanted to get some more after I had some fluids. And I should mention that I never got those other labs, but whatever. Around 3 hours later in the hallway, and I saw the doctor again, who said they were waiting for a CT scan. And at almost 11 p.m. I got the CT scan, about a 4-hour wait total for the scan. I finally was released at 1 a.m., which was 13 hours, with the diagnosis of diverticulitis, colitis. So I was given starter medication, some antibiotics, very strong antibiotics, and a prescription to get more the next day, which was a Sunday. The next day I parked near the pharmacy, and when I tried going in, the guards refused to let me in because it was a Sunday, even though a nurse just went in right in front of me, and there was nobody, there was no danger or anything. Anyway, they could have done it. It was raining relatively hard at the time. I was very angry, very emotional. I think the meds were making me very emotional, and that caused quite a scene. I got very angry at the guards and cussed them out and all this. And then I proceeded to walk almost a half a mile around this huge hospital in the rain so I could go in the door right in front of them, across the hall in front of them. It's almost a half a mile for me to walk around the building in the goddamn rain because these assholes can't make an exception if you have no skills, and especially if you have no people skills and no soul, then you should get a job as a security guard, preferably at a hospital. You don't have to do anything. You get to treat people like shit all day and make sick people walk a mile in the rain. I spent the next 3 days in bed. Now you may ask, what did all this cost? I mean, that is kind of the magic question, right? And this is the most expensive healthcare in the world. So fortunately, or unfortunately, as the case may be, because I've been in the throes of poverty off and on pretty consistently for the last 20 years, I was already on the hospital's indigent list. It's called the Grady Card, and allows me health care at a very reduced rate because of ongoing health issues and my income level. So my bill was just under $200. However, if I was uninsured, it would have cost me $24,000 $254.61. So yeah, the rumors about American healthcare are true. It's maybe top-notch, maybe the best in the world, but only if you can afford it. So you like this content, please support my channel. It won't cost you a thing. I'll be back with more as soon as I can, and in the meantime, make a great day.